right, fellow Biafrans in Netherlands, Biafrans all over the world that are watching live this visual tour of the Netherlands today. And the ladies and gentlemen of the press who are watching from different platforms, Biafrans and lovers of Biafrans, over 5,200 watching from the X handle at this point. I welcome all of you. Those who may watch this program later on. Today is a very important day. Very, very important in our pursuit for our freedom. A very important summit took place, just concluded. The summit on peace in Ukraine. This summit on peace in Ukraine has just ended. And we took our time to watch many speeches, comments, opinions from world leaders. We've also took our time to analyze these speeches from different world leaders, including the speech made by the Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris. My fellow Biafrans, I would like us to watch few of these clips as on this rock I will build the altar of God. On this speech, comment coming from different world leaders on the just concluded peace summit for Ukraine, I will make my speech today. So the media team, please give us some of these clips and let the Biafrans and the entire world listen. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now I'm pleased to hand over the floor to the Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris.
Thank you. Thank you, President Ahmed and President Zelensky, for hosting this summit. It's my honor to be here with all of the leaders today. I first met President Zelensky in February of 2022, just 5 days before Russia invaded Ukraine. An outrageous attempt to subjugate a free people and an attempt to wipe a sovereign state off the map. On that same day, I addressed the Munich Security Conference and made clear that the United States of America is a steadfast supporter of the principles that people have a right to choose their own form of government. Nations have a right to choose their own alliances. There are inalienable rights governments must protect. The rule of law must be cherished. Sovereignty and territorial integrity of all states must be respected, and national borders should not be changed by force. And nearly 2.5 years later, I am here to reaffirm the commitment of the United States to these principles and our unwavering commitment to support the people of Ukraine as they defend themselves against Russia's brutal aggression. As I discussed with President Zelensky earlier today, President Biden and I have made clear over the past 3 years, we are committed to uphold international rules and norms, to defend democratic values and stand up to dictators, and to stand with our allies and partners. This approach has provided for our security and prosperity for generations, and it continues to do so today. This approach makes America strong and it keeps Americans safe. And this approach bolsters global stability. Russia's aggression is not only an attack on the lives and the freedom of the people of Ukraine, it is not only an attack on global food security and energy supplies. Russia's aggression is also an attack on international rules and norms and the principles embodied in the UN Charter. Russia is a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. Nevertheless, for nearly 2.5 years, it has shamelessly violated the core tenets of that charter. If the world fails to respond when an aggressor invades its neighbor, other aggressors will undoubtedly become emboldened. It leads to the potential of a war of conquest and chaos, not order and stability, which threatens all nations. President Joe Biden and I will continue to support Ukraine and continue to impose costs on Russia. And we will continue to work toward a just and lasting peace based on the principles of the United Nations Charter and the will of the people of Ukraine. President Zelensky, the United States shares your vision for the end of this war and an end to the suffering of the Ukrainian people. And let us all then commit to the imperative of returning innocent children kidnapped by Russia, returning them to their homes. Let us also agree a practical benefit of the work of this peace summit is to increase global food and energy security. And let nothing about the end of this war be decided without Ukraine. By contrast, however, yesterday, Putin put forward a proposal. But we must speak truth. He is not calling for negotiations, he is calling for surrender. America stands with Ukraine, not out of charity, but because it is in our strategic interest. We stand with delegations from more than 90 nations who also have a strategic interest in a just peace in Ukraine. Among us, no doubt, diverse range many of the global challenges and opportunities we face. We don't always agree. However, regarding Putin's unprovoked, unjustified war against Ukraine, there is unity and solidarity in support of international norms and rules. For President Joe Biden and me, it is one of our defining missions to uphold the international rules-based order, to defend it, strengthen it, and promote it. And no doubt it must be a priority for us all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Biafrans. As you all have listened to the Vice President of the United States of America, I would also want the media team to share the screen and play a video from another prominent leader among those who had very important speech at the just concluded summit. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President of the Russian Federation, Mr. President of Ukraine. First of all, let me thank you for organizing this important summit. I would like to briefly focus on 4 points. First, international law and UN Charter must be the backbone for a just peace in Ukraine. No matter our continent, history, religion, or skin color, we all share the same guiding compass, and this is the UN Charter and its principles of sovereignty, territorial integrity, human dignity, and the right to self-defense. These principles are universal and we must uphold them. Second point, this war has one aggressor, and this is Russia, and one victim, the people of Ukraine. And the people of Ukraine, they have the right to defend their children, their homes, and their communities. And it is our collective duty to protect a world based on laws that govern how countries should live together. This full-scale war is more than an attack on the security of Europe, on the idea of Europe. This is an attempt to drag us all back to a darker past, a world of nuclear confrontation, dramatic food insecurity with economic consequences. This war is an reduced attempt to replace the force of law with the law of force, and we cannot give up. Russia's threats to use nuclear weapons are completely unacceptable and irresponsible. Russia's reckless actions are driving up the risk of a nuclear incident with consequences for the entire world, and that's why the EU strongly supports the work of the IAEA, Director General Grossi and staff on the ground. Third part, let's be absolutely clear. There is no room for double standards. International law must be protected always and everywhere without any ambiguity. In Ukraine, in the Middle East, and everywhere in the world, this is our global responsibility. Lastly, a word about the future. Peace requires dialogue. Any future dialogue with Russia must be based on international law and the H0t, and it's up to Ukraine to decide when it may be possible. This war is a direct attack on the global rules-based order. We need a global response. We all have a choice to make. Don't we let the world slide backward, or do we stand strong and go forward towards international law, fundamental principles, and the H0t? We made our choice. The future is up to us. You can count on the EU. Slava Ukraine.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time. Yes, this is our broadcast. I decided to start with this very, very important message, and we are still going to complete it. As you can see, PM on the screen. So he had an invitation to Netherlands people this evening. It was very, very awesome, and the message that he gave to Biafrans today is why we are here. He blowed hot. That's what we have on the title, because the message is very, very clear and very, very sound. Some of you that have come to join us, I really appreciate you for your time, for your effort, for liking the video. If you have not liked the video, please do so. And our sister is following the comment. Diana, I see you. Say good morning, Kai Report, and everyone on the program. God bless you, and I hope everything is all right with you. So please, let's continue to listen to what PM have to say. And I love this message, to be honest with you. When you pay attention to what they have just said, you understand that everything is falling into places, and those things is falling in our favor. So let's PM pass the message the way he wants it to be delivered. Thank you, guys, and let's go there. Thank you.
My fellow Biafrans all over the world, viewers, ladies and gentlemen, you have listened to what I say, the most important speech in this summit. And on this note, I would also want the media team to play the video, the interview, just few minutes interview of Musa. Musa is the chief of the terrorist army staff of Nigeria. Thank you.
What is the major issue? The military is now so much involved in internal policing. It does look like you're being taken away from your primary assignment and you're doing secondary and leaving the primary. What would you say is your major problem military-wise?
Thank you very much. I'm really very happy to be here, and it's good to be with this forum today. Well, I think as Nigerians, first and foremost, we need to take ownership of what's going on in the country. And when I say ownership, it is not the time for us to start trading blames on who to blame. We are dealing with asymmetric warfare, which is a new kind of warfare. It's different from the conventional term, and that's what we want to make very clear. Conventional warfare is between country to country. Now, asymmetric warfare, you are dealing with non-state actors, people you don't know, people that are your own. I give you some examples. Sometimes when we go on cordon and search operations, the same village you get in, they hide the weapons, at them they don't have anything, and you proceed. And they dig up these weapons and fire you from the rear. It is difficult. Because you don't even know who is your enemy. The enemy, they have no everywhere, and is a front as much as possible. Now the challenges we're having is that understanding. I'm happy that it is changing.
Thank you very much for that particular clip. And then, of course, I want you to also play the last one. And all I want to hear is when that question was asked, are you worried? Thank you.
You worry. Because an operation, of course, a special operation on the sit-at-home IPOP situation in the southeast.
Yes.
But some of the elements and the leaders of this group,
take it back again.
Yes.
Take it back again.
We have repeatedly support them.
Take it back
The issue
from
of
the beginning.
IPOP. There's a lot of funding that comes in there.
Take
Yes.
it
Are
back.
you worried?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you worried? Because
Yes.
are you worried? Because an operation, of course, a special.
Thank you very much. I don't take it off yet. I want every Biafran, every person who is reasonable listening to this particular video today to pay attention. Question they asked was, are you worried? So, and if you listen very attentively, he responded, of course, I'm worried. Play it again, please, because there was talk over, the video, and so Femi was talking, and his voice did not come out. A lot of people did not pay attention. He admitted that, of course, I'm worried. I want you to play it again, please. Pay attention.
Funding that comes in there.
Yes. Are you worried? Because an operation, of course.
Of course.
There's a lot of funding that comes
Take
in
it
there.
back again. So that everybody will listen to it.
Because an operation.
There's a lot of funding that comes in there.
Yes. Are you worried? Because an operation, of course.
Thank you very much. All right. We can start from here. My fellow Biafrans, those who have paid the biggest price for being one Nigeria until we come on board, I congratulate you. Those of you who did not give up when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya in 2021, I congratulate you. Those who stood their ground to fight and trusted some of us, I congratulate you. I want you to understand that we have defeated Nigeria. And Nigeria can never rise again. From the speech of the Vice President of the United States of America and the person that spoke on behalf of the American states, I have been following information to give to the Biafra people. I want you to understand that in Biafra, Africa died, and in Biafra, Africa will rise. This summit was directly and indirectly meant for Biafra people, as it reaffirms and justifies our right as a people and our actions towards the fight against Nigerian terrorist state aggression. Though it was called Ukraine Summit, but everything that was said was directly referring to your situation under Nigerian occupation. connotation of Nigeria as a sovereign state, which was never discussed and negotiated with anyone, including the Biafra people. From the speeches and the clips you've just watched, the United Nations, the world leaders, have indirectly validated Biafra Liberation Army in our quest to protect and preserve the life of the Biafra people. My fellow Biafrans, the world leaders made it very clear that self-preservation is a must. They use the word must. And it should be protected at all costs. At all costs. Self-preservation must be protected at all costs. Today, Nigeria has tried everything to destroy and annihilate Biafra people, and we must protect and preserve ourselves at all costs. They were referring to Biafra, even though the summit was about Ukraine. My fellow Biafrans, the world leaders told us today, and they made it very clear in the summit, as they define the United Nations Charter in a very clear term through their submissions, confirming that Biafrans are acting within the legal framework of international law. My fellow Biafrans, I want the Nigeria terrorist state to listen to this. The world leaders has opened up that even they themselves have no rights to violate or act outside the charter, which has been agreed by all nations who are party to it. But the same charter that they have agreed they will never violate, Nigeria has violated it with impunity. And Nigeria is a signatory to the same charter that they said can never be violated, by killing those who they claim to be their citizens in Biafra land, kidnapping Biafrans and enforcing their disappearances for many years, unchallenged, is a violation of this Charter of the United Nations with impunity. And today, we are resisting them. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to understand that the world leaders at this summit also made it very clear. They made us to understand that currently, in the case of Biafra, even though they are sitting idle and watching, it in fact violates the section of the United Nations Charter, which has assigned a responsibility to them to act in accordance to protect or the protection of human rights, especially the right of Biafrans within Nigeria state. They are waiting for this war that you listen to the Chief of Army Staff claiming that they are at war. Do you not understand that they are at war in Nigeria? Do you not understand that Biafra and Nigeria is already at war? When Musa told you that they are going to retaliate.
Please, guys, this video should be something that every Biafran should be proud of. And I expect you to like the video, unlike other videos that we normally broadcast, we bring to you here. This one, you should take it serious. This is a message from PM today, fresh one. Why I say fresh one is because it's not something that had been said before. The program was just, I think it just around, it's not up to 10 minutes ago. Okay, the stream, they ended the stream because he visited to Netherlands. That is where he made this speech that we are hearing now. And why is very, very important that you like the video is for people that these videos will get to many other people. So that the summit that he's talking about here is very, very important. And please If you just join, maybe you did not start from the beginning, I would advise you to go back to follow it from the beginning. All right. This message is for some of us that are still, panicking, thinking that you have any other alternative shortcut. There's no shortcut. You have to be serious and be man enough to take your freedom, just like every other people have done in the past. Our own cannot be, will never be different. So don't look at how things we seem to be now, but the end will justify the means. So let's listen to PM and this message. If you have listened to the message before, maybe you were in the program, then maybe you will be like me, that you won't get tired of it. But we are not going to stream everything, but those key places we are going to touch it. Thank you so much.
A lot of people are surprised. You will be asking yourself, retaliating with who? Against who? He has made it very clear that this is a war, a very difficult war, asymmetric war, which means they are at war with everybody in Biafra land because they don't know who the enemy is. You are waiting for these people to annihilate us before you support the liberation of Biafra. You may be a victim. This submission of Musa is a clear declaration of war, and they call it asymmetric war, which means if anything happens, everybody becomes a target.
Exactly.
That's why they are using the word retaliation.
Exactly.
And that's why they will never go after those who attack them. They attack innocent people because they are now officially in asymmetric war.
Esther, the same to you. Thank you.
My fellow Biafrans, the United Nations and world leaders at this summit also reaffirmed that fight against Russia should be applied anywhere in the world where human rights has been violated. To this particular submission by the world leaders in this summit, we call on the United Nations. We call on the attention of the United Nations that Nigeria should not be exempted in this particular submission. Nigeria has violated all human rights laws. They have violated all international laws. All United Nations resolution on human rights has been violated by Nigeria. They have also violated with impunity the right to self-determination as enshrined in U.S. Constitution and United Nations Charter. My fellow Biafrans in Netherlands and those who are privileged to watch this particular address today by myself as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile and the Biafra de facto government in Homeland. The world leaders reminded us in the clips we watched. And I encourage everybody to go and pay attention. I just wish it was the time I do analysis.
Simon, thank
They
you.
reminded us, Biafrans, that we need to fund this self-defense against a dictator, tyranny, a terrorist state who have taken up the war against innocent women and children in Biafra land.
Truth.
They are telling you, you must fund your self-defense like never before. Nigeria has no rule of law.
At all.
Their rule of law is gun and bullet. And we have come to resist it. A government that uses violence will be responded with the same and equal measure of violence in self-defense. That's why it is very important that every Biafran all over the world, anyway,
Thank you.
irrespective of whether you like Ekpa or not, the defense and the liberation of Biafra, it is now or never. That is where we are different. And that's why we are the government of Biafra. It is our responsibility to take it up according to the submission of these world leaders in the Ukraine Peace Summit. Protect Biafra people. I want you to understand that Nigeria can never win this war. Call it asymmetric war, call it jungle welfare, call it whatever name you want to call it. We have seen Musa calling it a jungle welfare. We have also seen him saying they are in asymmetric war. And it is difficult one because you don't know who is the enemy, everybody's the enemy. Sometimes they go to the place and people shoot them from the back.
Frank, bless you too.
And that's why they are retaliating against the people. And Nigerians, those who call themselves Nigeria, do not understand that Nigeria is at war with Biafra. The only point I'm trying to make you understand today is that Musa has explained that we are at war, and he called it asymmetric war. What else do you want to know? The question was, they left primary responsibility and handling the secondary responsibility. Nigeria is at war, and the military are laying siege. The place they believe the war is taking place. Where is that? You as a Biafra person, if you refuse to fund this liberation today, you or your family will be a victim. Because whether you believe in Samurepa, whether you believe in the Biafra government or not, you are already an enemy.
Exactly.
By the submission of Musa, your family are also the enemy. In the asymmetric war that they have declared against us, your family could be the one they will retaliate on, because we cannot put our hand. We've already taken up arms, like everybody knows. So asymmetric war, where they don't know who is the enemy, at the same time declare every Biafra enemy. You are already caught in the cobweb. The earlier you come to support this liberation, the better for you. And this is also to give the kudos to the Biafra Liberation Army for having defeated Nigeria with our little resources. I have followed all social media analysis on the video, but this particular, yes, I am worried. Nobody picked it up because Shehu was talking and the voice was covering it. So everybody should go and listen to Musa admitting he is worried because we have defeated them. Today, the Biafra Liberation Army have neutralized dozens of these terrorists in our land. And we are proud of them. They will continue to go down. Our demand is very simple. Pull them out of Biafra land. Remove every checkpoint where the enforcements of Biafrans are taking place, disappearance of Biafrans are taking place every day. If you do not dismantle all the checkpoints, they will continue to die at that checkpoint, because we have died enough in the same checkpoint, we have disappeared enough in the same checkpoint, and we are now pushing back and fighting back, and nobody's going to stop us. Oh, no. And Biafra will come. May God bless us all. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Oh my God!
And all
Okay, guys. Okay.
All right, Director of Foreign Affairs, over to you.
I just want to, I'm a bit emotional, so I'm not going to speak so much. I just want to support PM's visit today with $200. 218. Say happy Father's Day to our wonderful Indonesian back. And we are behind you. We are behind you. And we for Ija Nata. And we have to never forget you. Dalon nam dalon. Thank you so much, Sister Lord.
Thank you. That was Director General.
Our Prime Minister.
Okay, so that is the information that PM shared, and I believe that we have seen that. The only thing I want to add to what he said here is that one of the questions that Shehu asked, why are you chasing abandon the primary assignment to go to the secondary assignment? Like the most important part, the most important thing that you're supposed to do, you ignored it and choose another thing that doesn't really matter. Meaning that as Nigeria is today, we know what is happening, what is going on in the north. We know that when it comes to insecurity, Southeast is not the place to point out first. They are pushing their equipment down to Southeast, that they want to do the operation there. They want to, in fact, they're even recruiting new soldiers just because of Southeast. But in the north, no, it doesn't matter. And it's not Musa and his group don't have any, they don't show any concern. It doesn't bother them at all, as long as they have their free way, whatever they want to do in Southeast, they can go on and do that. he did not even answer that question from Shehu, because that question is very, very important. Why do you choose to focus on secondary assignment and abandon the first assignment? The first assignment is to restore peace. Since you are good in you claim that if insecurity is in southeast, what will you call the one that's going on in the north? That one doesn't mean anything to you. So that's just to tell us that everything they are doing, they know, and the assignment is to come after our people. But I thank God, Uche Mada, Bl0w. So everything is the way it is today, because that's how God wanted it to be. And PM did not just come, by, mistake. Yeah, I believe that God has seen all those things and prepare him for this task, and God is using him the way it should be. One thing he said again that I want us to, just to remind you about it. It's not as if you did not hear that, you do. Funding and supporting what is going on is very, very important, especially this point in time. It's no longer, a hidden stain. No. So if you are panicking, if you are afraid of, okay, maybe they will track you down, they will do, no. When you are doing the right thing, nobody is going to track you. Nobody is going to question you, because what you are doing is in line with international law. Just like what they have, what PM said in this video, which you can say I don't want to talk more about that whole part because it's very, very clear. He explained it very, very, very well. And PM is a good analyst. Some of us, I have made a video on that video interview of Shehu and Army Chief Musa, but I did not even notice that point, where Musa said that he's worried. Of course, we all know that he's worried. For him to even go to National Assembly is a sign that he's worried. For them to, pick up some drum and playing music in the streets of Biafra land, in Igbo land, trying to do propaganda. Some of them, they were sharing, the other video, we saw them sharing flyers, calling Samonet name, calling Biafra IPB name and all that. These are propaganda of somebody that don't know where to start and what to do. Video that we did, the previous video before this one, we saw a man, one of the Nigerian army, changing clothes, trying to hide. Okay, in case you miss it, let me share it with you. What you are seeing here happened in the southeast. This guy is an army officer. Okay, something that they don't normally do is what they're doing now. You can see him disguising himself because Okudova. When a military man decided to, wear camouflage, wear native just to hide his military identity, that means in fact, you yourself, I think I don't need to say much about it. Even the cap. Okay, pay attention to the cap. Let it start again. Just pay attention to his cap. Now, this cap here, you will notice that here has the Nigerian flag. This one is Army logo. Okay? Just pay attention. Their special force, whatever. You can see this Nigerian flag. Okay? This is Army logo and all that. He knows the danger of wearing this in the street. He knows. For you to know, they know what is going on. That some people would like in the broadcast. I saw one guy said that he said that he's in Nigeria, that he knows what is going on. He's trying to play down with what PM is saying. That not them. You understand? But deep down their mind, they know, because some of them are making comment that some people that are making comment from Southwest. Just to anywhere they talk about Igbo people, they have to contribute to talk down on Igbo people. Not everybody from Yoruba land. I'm talking about those ones that are so eager. Ijele, people like Ijele from Yoruba land, they are everywhere. They don't pay attention to even to understand the pain of people that are facing the people that are in the front line. I mean, the soldiers from Nigerian army and Biafra Liberation Army. These two people, these two groups are the one, they know the weight of what is going on, not you. And here, so when you're making comments and saying what you don't know is laughable. People that test what is going on, that can tell you, that know the weight, they are the one to listen to. Nigerian army, nobody will have their own spokesperson, which is Musa. So judging by what Musa have been saying all this while, you know that it's not something that it is not easy for them. And to be honest with you, facing Boko Haram and the banditry in North is different from facing Biafran army. They are not the same thing. That is not a fact. So maybe I can reason in line with Musa why he choose to, to come down to Southeast, because the agenda is to buy our people and give the land to Fulani people, using in the name of fighting for the nation, defending the land. You are defending the land, you want to take our land by fire, by force. They try to use Ruga. No, that one did not work. They want to use their herdsmen, to move from, to buy our people, intimidation. Backing with their back up from Nigerian army. Our people are very, very observant. We notice where the problem comes from, and that's why PM and Biafra government in Israel have decided not to go after, people carrying cow instead of paying attention to people that enable them to carry the cow to do what they're doing. And we are Biafran, Somos Biafran. I mean, is it Somuto? Is that what your name? Or he said, bro, Ijele is not a Yoruba, but na Igbo guy. Yes, I maybe you did not understand what I'm saying. I said Ijele, people like Ijele. We have people like them in Yoruba land. People that always, their content and their comment is must go against Igbo people. Ijele is from Igbo State, I know. What I'm saying is that there are some Yoruba guys that talk to Igbo people the way Ijele do. Anywhere, any comment that goes against Igbo, or if an Igbo man is crying, he will jump online to start celebrating. Then ignore the main problem that keep him stagnant. So let's watch this man. So the haircut is army cut. So in case of, for some of you who say, oh, I don't think he's an army man. He's an army man. He's doing all those things for him to work freely. Okay? And if you pay attention, anytime I am going to Imo State, you understand, he must do this in Imo State. And who made it so? Current governor of Imo State, who promised them that he's Saddam Hussein, or whatever they call it, or Idi Amin, okay, that he want to use Imo to set example. Imagine me my INEC results show that I took 4th position, and if you can make me number 1, why won't I give you everything you want? That's a promise, and see where it have landed Imo people today. So that is it. In Biafra land, an army. These are pythons and the crocodile that was dancing and smiling. Someone courage to penetrate Masnamukano's house and buy 28 men, and nobody questioned them. For some of them that are saying, you growing PM, imagine Igbo man. After they buy your brother, 28 of them, no question, no interrogation, no investigation whatsoever. It just these are the ones that happened in your time. I'm not talking about what happened when you were young, when you were not there. You are here. Abaribe, okay, he is a senator, city senator in Abia State when military went to Mazangana and buy people. He is still a senator at the moment while Mazangana is in detention. Yet he ignored all those things and choose to focus on irrelevant thing by telling you that no, we have to follow the bring him down, bring him here, bring him there.
I felt stupid. Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. Ikenga, when I called the embassy of Finland here in Canada, I felt stupid. I felt stupid. I felt stupid. Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. Ikenga, bringing him down. Ikenga, when I called the embassy of Finland here in Canada, I felt stupid. 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 Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. Ikenga, when I called the embassy of Finland here in Canada, I felt stupid. I felt stupid. I felt stupid. That in Biafra, Africa died. And in Biafra, Africa will rise. His speech was directly and indirectly meant for Biafra people as it reaffirms and justifies our rights as a people and our actions towards the fight against Nigerian terrorist state aggression.
Now, how many of you can be bold enough to tell me that you can get this kind of speech, this kind of message from people that are claiming they hold to Biafra? In fact, they are very close to Mazam Makana more than anybody. In fact, they are the best and they are this and they are that. How many of you can beat your chest and tell me that you can get this kind of message from many of them? The answer is no. You can't get it. And not now, not ever, not tomorrow, never you can get that. Because the agenda, the intention is not for you. Okay? It's not for them for them to fight for you or anything. Never. Never, 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 ever. And one of them have I just want you to maybe let me take your mind back. Let me play a video of these people back then. Okay? Then you compare it with what they're doing today. Just a moment. Please just bear with us. This live broadcast is not it's not going to be like our normal broadcast that we have time to, because of the message that this one have, what PM said, we'll be touching those things to confirm to you. Now listen to this guy. This is his video almost 2 years ago. This is his video almost 2 years ago. Let me see let me look for the volume. Just a moment. Oh yeah, Oga. You also not gonna. Just a moment. Okay. Now go again to you. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with my network. Where is this coming from? Just a moment. I don't know why it's. Why the network is giving me this headache? What's going on? I don't want to refresh. If I refresh this video now, it will take more time. I don't want to refresh it. Let's see if it will pick up or not. Okay, this video is what year? Let me see how many years. How many years ago? Okay, the comment it shows 1 year ago. The comment here shows 1 year ago. Hold on, let me see if I can refresh. Just a moment.
na anyị bụ wee na-akụ ọka na ululu nọ n'ime ya. Ululu nwere isi ukwu, nnekwu ululu nọ n'ime ya. Nke sọ unu nwa na-amara ihe a na-akpọ ululu. Ululu bụ anụmanụ na-anọ n'ugbo ị na-akụ ọka maọbụ na-akụ crops on one side na-agba ọchịchị ịkụcha the thing pụọ ọbịa ọkọsịsịa ya padị mebie ya destroy ya ma ọ bụ o nwere nnekwu ululu isi ere etu a n'onye na-aba IPOB ji akụ ọka.
Remember, he told you that IPOB na-akụ ọka ga-amịta mkpụrụ ọma ụmụ ha ga-eri. Okay, the IPOB na-akụ ọka akụ mkpụrụ ọma ụmụ ha ga-eri ga-abara ụmụaka uru. And now data akpa eji akụ mkpụrụ ọka na ewururu nọ n'ime akpa na-atazi the thing na skata na ọ bịara mmebi.
Ululu ama onye dị ha ama bụ Kanụ nta nwanne nna amị Kanụ cousin ya mana genti.
Well, why is it that all of them are saying that Kanụ Takano is cousin to Mazi Morgan, that he's not his brother? Is that true? Because this is not the first time I'm hearing this from them. Most of them, many of them have said the same thing. And the person that started championing that nonsense is Ikenga. Is that true? That Kanụ Takano is not biological brother to Mazi Morgan? Because I don't think so. I don't believe that.
From procedure, Nnamdi Kanu period is very open to everybody. That no matter any of the member of his relative come and allow come and occupy any office of IPOB now and in the future, or nobody. Or any of them. So anybody now can claim that they are order is our ashiko. No listening to that order. Nnamdi Kanu choose Kanu to Ozi. Okay, is Ozi here basalo their family, private and basal family. Not about IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu no choice Ozi. No, there is Ozi here basalo IPOB or the DOS or Kanu. So over there, ESN we're not on Biafra land. Kanu Tane Gorda. Nigerian government in order.
One thing about these people is that once you are against, we are not in line with what they're doing, you are a Nigerian agent. And later they will still turn back to do that thing they accused you of, and they want you to believe them. This is when they were, dragging some position, money this, money that with Kanụ Takano. Yes, I'm not here to defend Kanụ Takano. I'm just trying to remind you how the whole thing started, who they stand for and what they believe, what they intend to achieve with their propaganda and everything. The only thing different now is that people have come to understand that they are not doing anything for Biafra. That is the only. Before, people were kind of okay, maybe they are DOS and formed by Mazi Morgan. The reason why I'm playing this video is that you get a point where he will show you a document on his phone, where Mazi Morgan made gave them it's not a kind of press release that there must be only people that receive information or give order, DOS, not other people. And we will connect it with one of them again that claims something today, which we are getting there. And I will try my best to rush this program because it is quite late. I don't want to spend much time, more than time we normally have on our live broadcast. Let's see.
Was now the Canada crash go privately before. No, I'm busy. I got the very open. Now the Canada chicken. Warning. Kenya will work at the Biafra.
I don't like what my system is doing this night, to be honest with you. Normally, this video is supposed to play smoothly without having this obstruction. Wesson, I see you. He said hello from here. We're done. Thank you. Let me see if this video, maybe I have to pause this video for some time because I don't know why it's giving me this stress. It shouldn't be so. Let me see if I can move to another thing because this particular video maybe it's from Facebook because I'm playing it from Facebook. That could be the reason. I forgot to download it on time, and I don't like the stress, to be honest with you. I'm not enjoying the video at all. Just a moment. Okay. Okay, let me move to another thing because this one could be, the problem could be from Facebook. So here is what Okenwawa Chineke, stop playing the video of this bunch of saboteurs, please. You are indirectly promoting this idiotic bunch of saboteurs without knowing it. I don't know why some of you are always saying this when each time I am reacting to DOS videos. Do you people say that to other platform, or am I the only one that you guys come after? Every time I bring Ikenga's video to do reaction video to expose one or two things from what they said, I will get a comment like this. Okay, one watching Eke. When you say Wachineke, when I saw your name Wachineke, I was thinking that you are here to read it on me because you could be from them, but your comments sound differently from what we used to know by people that are there in this name Wachineke, because once you are here Wachineke, it reminds me of Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Anyway, my brother, the reason why I'm playing it is to make to connect it with what I want to share with us, which is what we are looking at now. Okay, I'm not here to promote and where you can maybe you're not following PM on Twitter because he also do share some of their videos. Doesn't mean that he's promoting them. Doesn't mean that he's promoting them when you see their videos on his platform. PM have have bigger audience than us. So if their video can make it to his platform, why not here? Okay, what Biafra said, this is not exposition. Okay, you are making them to look relevant. Really, to you is not exposition. Okay, maybe that's your own opinion, but no problem. When you ask Mata AI about IPOB, this is from Biafran Child. Okay, when you ask about DOS, this is what it gives you. I will say thanks to, all this thing you are seeing here, Here is the lie behind it. You can see here he copied this one. I don't know who edited it for him. Then when you pay close attention, you will find out that this is WhatsApp chat. You can see this WhatsApp chat background, and he typed what is DOS of IPOB. Why he covered it without allowing this to come out very well, for you not to notice that this one is what they typed. Okay, just like WhatsApp chat between two people. Then he sent this one. This is edited video. Some of you that know how to search using Meta, you can search and find out what will come out. It has something to do with whatever they wrote here. And the grammar here sounds like grammar from a Mega Gift. You see the lies. So whenever you hear them saying this and that, always pay attention. Some of you may see this post and say, oh, DOS have made it in Meta search. Go and search DOS in Google. It will tell you a different story from what you are seeing here. And Google is a bigger search engine than any other search engine at all, followed by Wikipedia. But here he said DOS is the context of IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, stands for Directorate of State. That's Directorate of State. It is a department within the IPOB structure that is responsible for the day-to-day operation and the decision-making processing of the organization. The DOS is headed by a director who report directly to leader of indigenous people, that's Mazda Monicano. The department is responsible for various functions, including strategic planning. All those things is hype from them. Nothing serious come from this, and it's not from any search engine at all. They just typed it and he posted it with a Thanksgiving message. Okay, this thing is a lie. Now, for you to know that what I'm saying is true, in your own WhatsApp, some of you are used to this kind of background to tell you that this is from WhatsApp, not from Meta. But they edited it and posted it. When you search on Google, Google will tell you a different thing about all this they have said here is not from Google. And if Meta AI have it, automatically Google will also have it, because Google pick information from every other search engine. That is why they are the best. Okay, so now let me see if that video is playable. Let me see if it's playable or not. Then if it's not, then we are going to call it again.
osisi ọma ga-enye ụmụ anyị nne in the future. A na-akụ ọka, na-akụ mkpụrụ osisi dị n'iche n'iche, osisi ọma. Ụdị akụ n'oyi na akpa anyị bụ wee na-akụ ọka, ululu nọ n'ime ya. Ululu nwere isi ukwu, nnekwu ululu nọ n'ime ya. Nke sọfunu nwa na-amara ihe a na-akpọ ululu. Ululu bụ anụmanụ na-anọ n'ugbo, ị na-akụ ọka maọbụ na-akụ crops. On one side now watching it. They coach the thing or the opposite side, maybe destroy a ball. Woman who never receive ritual. No IPOB walk.
Now the orca he's talking about, for how many years now that orca have not even grown, let alone germinating or producing any other seed. That orca is totally empty today. What have they done with that kind of a seed? Is a seed he's talking about today. Now it is very clear that they have nothing, no plan. They are not even fighting for Biafra anymore. Everything is just empty. To fight for Biafra, no. To even support anybody fighting for Biafra, they are busy tackling everybody just to prove that they are not interested in this Biafra of a thing. You know, anything Biafra, they are not interested. They only focus on other things, which is to sell, make money, make money, make money. That is all they will know how to do. Okay, let me bring to you, this guy was part of them, supporting them before. We played this video yesterday. So Obi-Wan was part of them, and he was very, very supportive in terms of activities of the DOS IPOB Nigeria. They were all together. Later, he decided to, you know, go his way, and he has this to say.
Mana enwere ndị dịka sekuriti na-egbu egbu ịma na ihe datin gosiri gị sef na enweghịkwa nchekwa o. Ebe Simon nọ na obodo oyibo witi obere ego nwa nọ na-atụkọtasị gọọmenti na-eza wee na-eme nwu na-esheki nwu Naijiria otu a. That means na ọ bụrụ na original Boko Haram tụọ da na ndị enwe okwu ume ụlọ m ha se nwụrụ na problem o. Sọsọ Simon na-esheki Naijiria ha ji ekwu maka eji eziokwu ka ọ na-amaghị uru na-eme especially ụlọ akwụkwọ nọ ewezuga sef ihe a Simon ha na-emegasị ma by this time sef ụlọ aka atọ nkịta ka nwetagoro ihe ndị mmadụ na-ekwusị na ewezuga Simon na nwee ndị oghere ekwu maka Biafra because abịa ndị na-enezi ndị kwesịrị na-ekwu maka Biafra according to the claim because ihe ha ji hapụ ha bụ na gbara ọsọ they claim they know more than you. They claim they are highest. They claim they know Nnamdi Kanu. They claim that they are working with Nnamdi Kanu, but we know that these people don't work with Nnamdi Kanu. And ndị ahụ niile ha gobi n'ụzọ confuse chazie abịazi na-emezigị ihe ụmụaka. Our majority carry the vote, so they are majority and we are minority. Okay, but that minority, one, is too much powerful in spiritual because we fight with spiritual. We don't fight with physical. We fight spiritual. And that's why everybody need me handling it on social media. Yeah, check your hand channel cultural be one on. Go and check them radio.
Okay, my people, we are going to end the program now. Thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate your effort. I really appreciate your support. Please, before you go, like the video, like it and share it to many groups of your choice. And we are going to come back again tomorrow morning to do the needful. As you can see here before you go, this is what Nigerian Army have, not Nigerian Army, Nigerian government have decided to do. Copy Biafran, Biafran Army, attire. They gave this to their own custom. I don't know if they have started dressing like this or this is just what they want to kind of design they wish to have, but. All this is to copy because they are not. Look at what PM said here. PM said, Nigerian customs copying the outfit of Biafran Liberation Army. These people no get shame. For over 50 years, it is now you know how to dress like this. Very, very funny, right? Please like the video and share it to many groups of your choice. Thank you so much and have a wonderful night. See you again tomorrow. Good night or bye-bye for now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.